Hey there and welcome to the channel. My name is Vendervard, or Ven for short, and I'll be let's playing King's Bounty 2. I'll be playing a mage and aiming for some sort of no-loss run. If you'd like to see me playing this game live, please feel free to stop by my Twitch channel. You can find the link in the description below. But for now, enjoy the let's play and see you live on stream someday maybe. See ya! King's Bounty 2, it just released. I played all the other previous King's Bounty games, except for that very original one from like the 80s or 90s or whatever. But I play all the recent ones: King's Bounty Legend, Warrior Princess, Warriors of the North, and Darkside, and I love that shit out of those games. I finished most of them on Impossible, and some of them on Impossible No Loss as well. That's how much I like them, and I really enjoyed that kind of gameplay, even though it was kind of sketchy, to be honest, in some of them, and not exactly intended by the developers, I suppose. So I want to see if it's possible in this game or not, and if not, just basically enjoy it for what it is. And I'm probably going to be playing Mage as well, so let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so like I said, in King's Bounty typically we have three classes to choose from. It's Warrior, Mage, or Paladin. I'll be playing Mage because typically it's, you know, it used to be viewed as one of the most difficult classes to play. Although it did depend on the game, quite a bit, I suppose. But anyways. Okay, let's play Catherine the Mage. Catherine comes from a long line of noble Rigern counts, the rulers of the rugged mountain region of Nostria. She spent more than 20 years away from Nostria, roaming dragon ruins and the remains of ancient Antis. Looking for arcane knowledge and magic, unexpectedly even for herself, Catherine stopped receiving the taxes she needed to fund her expeditions and mystical research. Apparently, Catherine's nephew, Maurice, had taken over her county. Outraged by this, she headed to the Universal Assembly in order to demand the return of her power from the king. Okay. That's a little bio for the character. Now, let's see what we have here. So we are mage or sorceress, rather. I guess mage. Mistress of the Arcane, a powerful sorceress indifferent to warfare, uses the most powerful spells in battle. That's kind of the upside of playing mage. You have powerful spells, but typically weaker army. Apologies. Okay, so we get Magic of Air and Fire, so we can use Air and Fire spells from scrolls. Earth and Ice, so I guess we have all elemental spells that we can use from scrolls. Finesse balance. Morale penalty for finesse ideal units is reduced by 1 when combined with units of other ideals. Okay, so I guess there's morale in this game as well, and we can basically have we specialize in finesse units apparently, and we can combine them easier with other types of units. And Insidious Maneuver, when dealing damage, allied units has a 25% chance to remove a random buff from target enemy and apply buff to itself. Okay, so we can steal buffs from enemies, or our units can do that with some degree of chance. Right. Start and see how this game plays. I'm not entirely convinced by the 3D nature of it. Like all the other turn-based strategies before I tried it, and it never really ended up really well, but let's see. Age of Prosperity year 320.
Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
Huh. That's an interesting opener. What are you driving at?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
Well, if the warden himself is asking, how can a simple countess refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you.
So apparently she looks like Yennefer. She looks exactly like Yennefer. I mean, it's not a mistake, right? I guess they drew heavy inspiration from that. I mean, like Yennefer from Witcher 3 games. Ah, okay. Alright, so here we are in 3D settings for the first time in King's Bounty. I find interesting. You are locked in a dungeon for some reason. Prison routine: sunrise, wake, personal hygiene, morning, breakfast, aka lunch. Okay. Noon, singing of the Nostrian anthem. Day, community service, carpentry, wood carving, animal care. Sunset, singing of the Crucis prison anthem. Evening, dinner, pious reflection on the benefits of solitude and work. Night, sleep. Okay. Okay, let me know if the game works well. I'm still not quite sure, like if it streams well, even though on my PC it's working well. Please let me know as well if the audio volumes are okay, if you can hear the game and can hear me well. I have to practice that too.
Damien will soon arrive and explain it.
The legend controls all the roads.
Ooh, well, somebody died there. Hello, Rat.
I served time under Vitellius.
The vile tyrant Vitellius served his sentence in this dungeon. Deprived of the opportunity to work evil, he withered and soon died.
The dwarves refused to supply.
Menu: breakfast, water, and bread. Oh, that's some breakfast. Lunch: bread soap with water. Dinner: corned beef, water. Well, at least they got some meat in the end. Not too bad. Note: on weekends and holidays, prisoners are entitled to a handful of raisins should they be available.
A golem
Such
is
a luxury.
mountain of clay without a soul, without a heart.
Hello, Bastian.
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. The quarantine is everywhere. Mages forced to wear masks like common bandits. The undead are climbing out of their graves all over the Crown Lands. I wonder if the necromancers have returned, like in the olden times. It's a good thing Crucis is in the middle of Mactus knows where. Or Mactus is nowhere. The troubles can't reach us here. It's nice and safe.
Yeah, not for long, I think. Not for long, Mr. Bastian. Okay, we got some leather armor, gold, and mana. Take all. Okay, also let me know if my camera's in a good spot. I'll try to pay attention to where things are displayed. Because I think I'm covering down like items I'm picking up, but I guess that's okay-ish. Well, I'll try to see what is the best place for the camera to be in. Okay. Attention! A dragon has been spotted over Albus Ridge. In case of a dragon situation, prisoners are advised to lie down on the cell floor and cover their heads to protect from the lizard's fiery breath. Yeah, that's a good advice, I suppose. I mean, imagine there were no undeads or bandits. Like, you couldn't use undeads or bandits. Like, how hard it would be then to make some, like, enemies, or at least, like, low-level enemies. Like, in every fantasy game, it's either undeads or bandits that you have to fight first before you go into, like, you know, big fantasy creatures and stuff like this. Imagine you couldn't use those. Fort Crucis. Okay, this is kind of okay. I mean, still kind of looks, I don't know, like a game from 10 years ago, to be fair.
I just came off duty.
But yeah, we are not here for graphics. It's fine. We are here for that crisp King's Bounty gameplay. first and foremost. And secondary for everything else, pretty much. Talk to Valbert the Warden. Okay, we have our map. Now we have to talk to Mr. Valbert. Okay, that's a decent sized map. See how many of those are there. We're judging by the selection menu here. I'm guessing there is like a few of those maps. We can check our inventory. Okay, so what kind of statistics do we have? We have gold, we have mana, and I'm guessing that's leadership. Leadership being basically like the limit to how much army you can have at any time. We have level 1. You have arcane knowledge. Grants ability to research and upgrade spells. Increases amount of mana available in combat. Makes sense. Magic power. Increases damage dealt by spells by 1.7% and duration of periodic spells effects by 1 round for every 75 skill units. Okay, so it's every 75 and we start with 2. I'm guessing there will be like a very exponential increase to those stats as we go on. Unless that's a typo, it was supposed to be like 7.5 or something like this. Well, we'll see, I guess. Okay. And Warfare increases allied unit damage by 1%. Okay, that's interesting. Army influence, armor +1. Sure, where this comes from. There's no tooltip for this one. How about leather armor? Ah, that's what it is. Okay, that's what it means. So basically, I have +1 armor, so this is automatically transferred to my units, and that's how it is displayed, basically. Okay, that's the rest of our inventory, I suppose. I like that we can hide the tooltips if we need to. That's our quest log. The road to Marcella. The road to Marcella. Weird things are happening at the prison fort of Crucis. Valbert the Warden wants to see me. He's got good news for me. To be honest, after spending 6 months in this cage, any news is good news. She was there 6 months. Oh, come on. Diary. Oh, we have a diary. Freedom at last, but what do they want from me? For the time being, I will obey the jailer's orders, and then we'll see. First, I have to find out where they are taking me. It's beastly cold outside. Time to fetch more practical garments from the chest. Bastian opened the door of the cell, but it merely opens us. Oh, right. It's the other way around. I was reading from the latest to the list, but anyways, right. This is just basically the complete, like, how the quest went. We don't have to recap that really. We have some main quests and side quests. This is the map. Okay. So, Mr. Bastian, where are you? Yes, you are here. Or not Bastian, Valbert. I already talked to Bastian. I need to talk to Valbert.
Something is rotten in the state of Nostria. There's a pestilence upon the...
Oh, we even have books to read. Selected remarks of His Majesty the King, collected by court writer Flavius the Wisecracker. I like to eat apple salad in the morning, just sitting by the window looking at the fields, eating salad. Suddenly I find myself gripped by an unexpected pang of sorrow, such sweet sorrow. I don't like these crowns and helmets, too much pressure on the neck. I owe a lot to my parents, especially my mother and father. The tree doesn't fall far from the apple, and Adrian is a nice boy indeed, if you know what I mean. People around the world perceive me not only as a king, but also as a spiritual leader. I feel happiest when I am truly happy. A person you see is much larger than his own stomach. Okay, those are some wise words indeed.
His excessive smarts don't seem to
Maybe
do
not
him any
exactly.
good.
Ciao Dogo.
Are thoughts of wine the only...
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
I'm Catherine, Countess of Rigorn. In case you've forgotten.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
As that same Flavius the Wisecracker of yours wrote, there is always a kernel of sense in madness.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastian should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
It looks like the local climate has changed your temperament for the worse.
Yeah, he's kind of a dickhead. Okay, these are 3 types of merchants in the game. There are recruiters selling units for your army, armorers selling armor and weapons, merchants selling magic items, scrolls, and mage gear. Makes sense? Okay, buy the crossbow from Quartermaster Easton. Can I talk to him again? Yes, I can.
What else? Was I not clear? The prince has granted you your freedom.
Aren't you
I'm glad they
nice?
accept the weapon and the horse. But why disturb old Decim?
What will I tell the prince if you decide to run away or if wolves devour you? Since people abandoned their homes and livestock in the Albion Highlands, wolves have run rampant in the area. Strangely aggressive beasts, too. As Prince Adrian wishes to see you with all your limbs in place, I must do my best to secure your arrival at Marcella. Be off already.
Okay. Clearly they don't want us here, so let's be on our merry way. Right, we need to buy crossbow.
Have the lumberjacks brought us our firewood?
No, they haven't.
What's taking them
Buy the
so
crossbow
long?
from Quartermaster Easton.
What if wolves ate them like they did with Rao? They're gonna freeze to death without food.
That's called Decim though. Anyways, this stuff down.
Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I am. What are you talking about?
I'm no longer a prisoner, Decim. You're to give me a suitable number of soldiers as escort to Marcella.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner. Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Now, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare. Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital. No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
I heard your worthless conscripts are accompanied by mangy fighting dogs.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Sounds too good to be true. Are they really worth the price?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
Okay, so I guess here we can buy Some units. Okay, so we got some units first. Spearman, human. They have a rank. Okay, so I guess they can upgrade somehow. I'm guessing this is their morale or affinity or whatever it's called in this game. High morale increases the chance to gain an additional turn. Oh, okay. Low morale increases the chance to skip a turn. Okay, so it's more like Heroes of Might and Magic now. Unit morale may incur penalties if the army mixes units with different ideals. Positive +1 unit has a 10% chance to gain an extra turn. Oh wow. It used to be just increased damage. Like increased stats basically, like deal more damage and I think take less damage was also the thing. And then the vice versa if the morale was low. And then if it was too low, you just lost basically you lost the control of the unit, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm mixing it. But anyways, it's definitely new. Okay. With unit size, melee damage, armor, critical hit. Okay. Initiative. Makes sense. Leadership. Right, makes sense. Range damage. Okay, so there is like a melee damage and range damage. Resistance. Health. Speed. Okay, we have some passive skills too. Melee fighter has a control zone. Okay. I'm guessing they went more into the recent Heroes of Might and Magic games type of combat. We'll see. Aggressive defense. Units counter-strike deals 50% more damage. Okay. Oh, active skills too. Deals critical damage to enemy unit. Precise strike. Consumes attack AP. Cooldown. No. What are those? I guess I can maybe upgrade this? Oh. Okay. We have Dogs of War. Oh, that's an interesting name. Okay. So they deal a lot more damage. But have a lot lower defenses and less health. So those are basically more like tanks, and these guys are more kind of offensive units. More initiative and more movement speed. Beast critical hit chance +2 for every other beast unit in the allied army. Melee fighter. So I guess all melee fighters have this. Control zone, which I'm guessing is maybe something like a counterattack if you move around it, so you can kind of have like a intercept enemy units with them. Decisive blow. The first attack in battle deals 20% more damage. Okay, that's interesting. And active skills. Deals 22 damage and affects bleeding debuff on enemy unit. Consumes attack AP. Cooldown 2. Bleeding unit takes 3/4 damage at the beginning of its turn. Okay. So this one does not have those 3 dots underneath, so I'm guessing this may be upgraded somehow, but this doesn't. Okay. Anyways, how do I buy them? Buy, okay. Yep, we want level 3. Nice. Okay, now we have an army tab. So yeah, we have those units. They are all orders, so they have the high morale. I wonder what this green thing is. I guess it's like a rank. Maybe they have a chance to rank up or something. I'm not sure yet. Okay, we still need to buy a crossbow. Okay, I guess this guy. Oh, how nice for you to wave to me.
What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables too?
Careful with your words, short.
Everybody's so nice here,
I'm
goddammit.
a countess. Don't you dare compare my royal self to a stable hand. Now give me a weapon and be quick about it.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
Because I'm free again. Any more questions?
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead.
Yeah, everybody's super nice here. Apparently peaceful and out of trouble, but everybody's uptight, like they had trouble every day. Crossbow, warfare +1, okay. Get it.
Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Well, a dwarven poet.
Okay, he wasn't so bad after all. He wished us good luck, I guess. Unbelievable. I've been ordered to go to the capital for an audience with Prince Adrian. Moreover, the warden is going to provide me with a horse, golden guards. Well, there is no time to wonder. I need to start packing. Okay, I still... Like, I read her bio, but I still don't get exactly why she was in prison for half a year and only to be released. Anyways. Again, we are not here for plot either. It's just a nice extra, I suppose. Okay, so I guess we have the crossbow equipped already, which just give us 1 more warfare. Okay, so it's not even like 1-to-1. Huh, interesting. There are some diminishing returns here. Because 2 does not give me 2%, just 1.7%. Ah, okay. Fetch the horse from Levitt the groom.
Aston is a good man, even though he's a dwarf. Managed to outsmart me, brother.
Wonder if there are any items to pick up here. Doesn't seem that way.
Today you are a king, and tomorrow
Guess we'll just get our horse.
no one. No. Ah, it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
I wish it were me, but...
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
I think I've seen you somewhere, stable boy. Were you responsible for delivering horses to Rigurd? Oh, by the way, what I really need right now is a horse.
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What now?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Tell me more about the golems.
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you
Of
pass
course.
the southern ruins, find the archer's squad commander, Ansel. The royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Baron Garius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Who's this Baron Garius? Another escort?
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very bestest horse for you. He's calm and obedient. Stands as if he's rooted to the ground. Races like the wind itself. And very smart.
Isn't he a
He'll
poet?
find you anywhere if you just holler for him.
Of course. The classic.
Why should Claudius's death bring you such joy, lad?
Me? I simply despise tyrants. I hate living under a brutal regime. As for me, I've always preferred other methods of control. But what am I prattling about? I am naught but a simple stable boy.
I mean, I never tyrannized horses by teaching to trot or canter. I used other methods of control. On horses. Yes, that's right.
He sounds suspicious. He sounds suspicious. I'm not sure if you're just a stable boy, no? Where did my horse go? Come on, horse. There you are. Book of Magic. Okay, that is of interest to us. Researching and upgrading spells. To research a spell, you must have a scroll with the relevant spell, research the appropriate talent at the mage school, have developed arcane knowledge to the required level. Research spells are upgraded to rank 3. As with research, upgrading requires the appropriate talent and arcane knowledge level. Researching and upgrading spells consumes mana. Okay, so we have one spell, which is Burning Ray. Deals a lot of damage and inflicts burning debuff on enemy unit. Burning deals some more damage. Okay, that makes sense. Using it costs 2 mana. And I can use it every 2 turns. Okay, so spells have cooldown here. Oh yeah, and I can upgrade it later. Okay. Interesting. Full of air and fire. Spells that deal direct damage, power up allied units, and summon creatures. Makes sense. Oh, we have some more. We have Stone Skin. Full of earth and ice. Spells that control enemies and summon creatures. Applies armor increase. Buffed an allied unit. Unit armor plus 25. Okay. That is familiar to me. What is this? I'm guessing that's a symbol for upgrade, which I cannot do right now. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me actually go real quick and see if I can buy anything else now. Do I need to dismount every time I want to do something? Yes. Aha! We can buy more stuff. Alright, that's in my inventory, I guess. Alright. Okay, health plus 1. We have this one. Traveling hat, health plus 1. We have 1,300 gold. We can buy some more spells. We have Burning Ray already learned. Haste, unit speed plus 2, removes the slowed effect when applied. And healing. Healing is of interest to me. Although we don't have Magic of Life and Light yet. Damn it. Can't be research. I might buy it anyways, but let me check units first. I think that's a bit more important. Okay, we can... no, because we already have maximum available. There are no new units, so maybe I'll just buy the healing spell, because I'm interested in losing as few units as possible, ideally none, so... Healing spells... So... Haste... Oh yeah, that's... Okay, that's expensive. I'll skip on that one. I could buy the scrolls, so I can use them instead of the one I have learned, but maybe I'll just buy those ones because it actually increases the health of my units, which sounds useful. Yeah. Now you look kind of cute. I'm guessing there are no more merchants in here, only those two. Okay. Now, how do I save? Let's just make a new save. Okay, and F5. No. F9. No. Okay, how do I quick save? Settings. Control settings. Is there a quick save? Or did I miss it somehow? Wait, really? No quick save, huh? Unless I'm blind. Okay, that's interesting. So we have to remember to save manually each time. Okay, let's get out of here. Into the world. Okay. Oh, that actually doesn't look half bad. Like there's like a nice sense of scale here. Texture quality is, you know, kind of simple, but does not look too bad. I wonder what this is. Wait, do I have to dismount every time I wanna interact with everything? Okay. There's fast travel here. The fact that I have to dismount every time I want to interact with something is a little bit annoying. Anywho. It's
Not
patatai
surprising
patatai.
that people want to leave the Highlands. The climate here is worse than in Rigurn.
It's mountain land, right? Obviously it's gonna be a bit harsh to live here. Okay, this actually looks pretty nice, I must say. Pretty nice atmosphere. Port Cruises, Batil Gates, New Terrain. Okay. We have a little cutscene, and I guess our first battle with the wolves. Okay, let's see. Let's see how our first battle goes. Okay. Let's see. Can I check them out? Apparently not. Just the damage. There's wolves. There's wolves. Okay, let's head into the battle. Unit deployment. Okay, moving the camera is a bit weird. I change the angle. Can zoom in. Okay. Let's stick to this angle for now. Those are a bit awkward, but okay, let's see. So those guys have 4 movement. Can I check them out? Like more statistics? I guess not. Or okay, there we go. What can they do? Okay, so they can rank up, basically. So units can rank up here, I guess, and be stronger versions of themselves. Alright, so those units are not very defensive. They have just a ton of damage, high crit chance, high initiative, high movement, but very little defense. It's a beast, so gets more crit with other beasts around. Meaty fighter, decisive blow, so the first attack in battle is going to be the most damaging. And basic attacks include bleeding debuff on the target. Okay, so just has a passive bleeding. Okay. Attack on the draw. Allied unit is teleported to an enemy unit, dealing some damage. Then the allied unit is returned to its original location, ignores the control zone, consumes attack and movement AP. Okay. Wow. That's good. That's good. Sounds like a good good offensive unit to have. Right. So probably want to tank them with the spearman, right? Rather than with dogs. And see if we can somehow save the spearman from dying. We probably... Okay, so I guess I can position my units however I want. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's stick to this for now. Oh wait, they could attack already. Oh shit. Ah, it was the attack and withdraw ability. Huh. So we already lost somebody. I wonder if I can prevent that. Even from happening. Because they can just... Because they have high initiative. They can just use this ability, right? Ah, so straight out of the gate, no loss might be impossible here. Which is annoying. I guess I might not be able to prevent it in any way because I bought everything I could buy when it comes to items. I had all the units I could buy. I cannot cast any spells before my units actually move. Damn it, that sucks. What's this? I guess that's the Hound's ability. Okay, because my units are slower for sure than those wolves. And it has no cooldown, so they can just do this every time. So they are basically like an archer unit. Holy shit. Like almost, right? Because they still take counter-attack damage, I guess. Oh wow, okay. Let's try to not to lose any more spearmen then. How much life do they have? 60, 83. So I can deal with this guy. How much life do I have left here? Okay, that's actually a bit annoying that I cannot see exactly how much life I have left on those. Is there any way I can change that? Let's see, game. The tutorial tips. Apparently not. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Book of Magic contains spells known to the hero as well as any scrolls in their possession. With the book open, you can research new spells while not in combat. You will need to have some mana and the appropriate scroll, which will be used up in the process. You can't learn new spells while in combat. Casting spells consumes mana. The use of scrolls in combat does not deplete mana, but scrolls disappear forever upon use. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, let's use it here. I think that's what I need to do because I want to make sure that those guys actually survive. Okay, somehow I thought I killed 2 there, but apparently I only killed 1. Okay. Okay, so 1 spell per round, as we know it. I wish there was a tooltip here that told me, like, what this ability does. Like, I don't even remember anymore. Right, Bloody Bite. Or like, I wish I'd know like how much defense I'm gonna get from using the defense option here. I go here 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess I need to go like here. Then fence. I need to get closer as well. Two, three. Okay, why it doesn't show me now that the range of those units? That's a little bit annoying too. Anyways, let's see if I can save the spearman. Oh, that's a little... wait a second. Did I lost them? I'm actually not even sure. Oh, okay. I wonder if I got a crit. Because they seem to have taken like a lot less damage here. Like, look at this. They only took this much damage, while those guys took like 1.5 of their total life bars. But those guys have like a lot more defense. So even with like a 20% buff, I wonder if I just got really unlucky there and got a crit. Oh. Maybe it is actually salvageable. Wait, heal? 1 for 69 gold. Huh. Okay. So I guess implicitly this game really doesn't want you to try the like a no loss thingy, because you can just buy your units back at the end, I guess. Well, I suppose you still want to lose as few of them as possible, so then you have the gold to actually buy them back. Although in this case I got 81 gold from this fight, so I guess I just used that gold basically to recoup my losses. Okay. All right, then let's not be too sweaty about it. At least not on the first playthrough. and just try to go for as few casualties as possible, and then maybe we can consider like some challenge runs later if you like the game. And we got a healing spell, which is nice, and some mana back. Okay, and we got some half the level apparently from this. Cool. Okay, let's save. All right, what do we have here? I'm guessing like pickups on the map will be highlighted in yellow, like in that barrel there. Yep, we got city map, glazed teapot, and some gold. Okay. An item for sale. Okay. Useless trash can be sold. Alright. I guess people abandon this place.
I read about this statue. I need to find its hands.
Icon Batil launched the restoration of the Albion Highlands and the entire Midnight Land of Nostria. I also laid down the stones of the Fortress of Cruces and 2 settlements to the north and the south, dreaming of prosperity for my people who came here from Lorien. Okay. Left arm.
Something.
Oh, that wasn't hard to find. Alright. See if you can find the second arm.
Hey, you! Come over here. Are you from Crucis? Hurry up and get over here.
You can wait a bit. I have an arm to find. I think they did a really good job at the sense of scale and kind of the draw distance and everything. It actually looks pretty nice. We got some mana, precious dice, and the gold flask. I guess this is all crap that I can sell.
That's what I need.
Uh-huh. Okay, and what's gonna happen?
It doesn't work. Let's raise one of the hands.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I had a feeling we would find the haste scroll eventually. And we found the traveling hat, so that was an unnecessary purchase. Okay, so I guess there's a bunch of trash items that we'll be finding and then selling. Thing is, I would love to, and I'm guessing there is no sprint or anything. There is just walking slowly. Can I fight squirrels? No, I guess not. Okay. I wonder if there's some sort of crafting in here. Okay, I guess that's like a way forward. Aha! Bills of Debt, Doubt, Roll of Silk. Okay, that's a little bit underwhelming for like a big hidden chest like that. Okay, what's that? An obelisk. Ancient legend. Nice, 50 XP. Level 2, nice. Talent points available. Army talents. Oof. Okay, that's a that's a lot. Talent points 1, order, power, finesse, anarchy. Sorceress. My class, I suppose. This. Okay, so we are dealing with finesse apparently, but we have some other trees as well. I'm probably interested in Magic of Life and Light, so I can get infinite heals. Probably gonna start there unless there is something really good that I can pick up. Retribution, Aladdin's damage increased by 5% for each wounded member. Victory reward increases by 5%. Is Anarchy is the Paladin tree? The new Paladin tree, I guess? Treasure Hunter. Okay, so this is like the utility stuff. Order balance. This is Paladins. I guess they kind of split the Paladin tree a bit. So this is basically morale penalty decrease, so I can mix more units easily, more unit types. But it's split between like power, like different kind of affinities. Okay. Right, I see. There's anarchy, finesse, power. Okay. Okay, so all the units belong to those 4 archetypes. I see. Okay, more XP. And the power tree. Unit XP. Okay, so if you're a warrior, you can have stronger units. That makes sense. Right. Okay. But yeah, for now, I really want that life and light magic. I'm sure. Can I even learn that thing yet? Oh, I could. Okay, so that settles it then. Magic of life and light. Nice. Reset talents free. Okay, so I guess I can reset talents once for free. Okay, perfect. So we don't really have to worry too much about locking ourselves into any specific thing. Okay, how do I? Okay, that's how I learn. Nice. Now we have healing, so it's enough to basically heal up my guardsman entirely. Okay, that's cool. And here's another way out of this village. There are the golems. Okay. Let's go and talk to that dwarf then. Percy.